So the initial passive buyers sitting over here were unsuccessful, and there were aggressive buyers here. Again, this is via the order flow footprint charts. You can see the aggressive buyers failing, and those previous passive buyers also failing. So now we're looking for a retest. So we've had our break, we're looking for the retest, and now we're looking for the retest, right? So notice how we broke below, and now we're looking at multiple rejects. So 1, 2, and then ultimately 3. So you can enter at any one of these retests over here, right? That's all you're looking for. So we're looking for the zone to hold, we're looking for a break, and then a retest. So it's very much break and retest. So why do traders mess this up, right? So you need one 15-minute fair value gap. You need to be patient to wait for the entry, and you need to use order flow, right? So here's why ICT does not work alone, right? So the reason why I'm not a fan of trading ICT or any pattern of that matter is that ICT concepts don't work because you don't have any way of establishing what's going on over here. So this here could look like liquidity, could look like a trend line, this could look like an imbalance or a fair value gap. The market didn't fill the entire fair value gap, right? So we left somewhat of a fair value gap here, just here anyway. We did not fill the entire fair value gap. So you need to understand what was going on in the retest. So how does a retest actually work? So let's kind of break this down. So this is the order flow footprint charts, and I'm going to have a very succinct breakdown of how this works. So we're going to focus on sort of this candle over here to begin with. Actually, no, we're going to focus on this candle first. So what you can see at this level, so this blue box here represents the same key level over here. So remember, right at the start, we're looking at a 15-minute fair value gap. So this blue box, this gray box over here, that is represented here by the order flow. So why does an ICT work? So let's quickly break down what this candle represents. So this is the ATAS platform, right? ATAS. This is the ATAS platform. I recommend traders using it when they trade ICT or just about anything else. So when you approach the London or the New York session, what you want to understand is that there's two numbers inside of every candle. You have the bid on the left hand side and you have the ask on the right hand side. And so the bid on the left hand side represents the aggressive sellers, right? So it shows you at this price point there are X amount of aggressive sellers on the left hand side hitting the bid. Now the right hand side is the opposite. These represent aggressive buyers. So now from here you want to ask yourself what was essentially going on in this candle, right? So if we just take a look at the top, we see 0 for 18. So what does that mean? That means that there's no aggressive sellers at this price point. There's only aggressive buyers, okay? And then we see the market breaking lower. So just from an order flow perspective, what's going on is we see these aggressive buyers failing to drive price higher, driving price above this key level, right? This gray box over here, which was actually this gray box over here. So 15-minute fair value gap. So inside of the 15-minute fair value gap, we see aggressive buyers failing. Now, what does